Wilpattu National Park is the largest national park in Sri Lanka and is the oldest national park. It's one of the hotspots for where it has the big five on land: the elephant, the sloth bear, the leopard, the zamba, the crocodile, and basically you find all species that's found in the dry zone in Wilpattu National Park. And the elephant is a keystone species in this for the park because it maintains the balance. It acts as a seed disperser, and also in turn, once it defecates, its waste also acts as fertilizer. The human-elephant conflict in Wilpattu is most of the elephants that are in the park, as dusk falls, they enter the village, and once they come into the village, because right next to the park boundaries are what we call chain cultivation, agricultural lands, they come and destroy that, and subsequently what happens is the crops are damaged and the farmers try to chase them back to the forest or away from their agriculture plot using thunder flashes, then also high-powered torches, and also if they're unable to do so, what they do is they use other means, in the sense more sort of inhumane means, like they might even shoot the elephant, might throw petrol bombs at the elephants, and trying to save their agriculture crops. The biggest issue what we have faced here at the moment is, though we have the park boundary and there's electric fence running through, it's not patrolled or manned properly. So what happens is the elephants come in, and if the electricity is turned on, they generally break the wire by dropping a branch onto it, or a tree, or any other source, or in fact sometimes they even kick down those posts that the wires are attached to. And once they enter, so the patrolling is not there. So if the patrolling is there properly, at least it will reduce it by about 60 to 70%. At Biodiversity Education Research, what we have been doing is sort of educating the farmers. We have been giving them powerful torches to be used to chase the elephants away. We have given them bought them thunder flashes as well, bangers, so that they can use those as well, because what they see is, on a daily basis they have to bear these costs to chase the elephants away. So we give that. And also, if the crops are damaged, we have been compensating farmers by, not monetary wise, but we have been giving them tins of various vegetables that the elephants have damaged, so that the farmers will feel some sort of compassion and understand that, by protecting the animal, they will also benefit from it. And a majority of their children are now trained safari jeep drivers and guides that have been trained through us. And what we do is we put a monetary value to a live elephant and tell them that, by protecting it, you'll get a lot of tourists coming in, a lot of ecotourism operators, and in turn that, they have an alternative income rather than solely depending on agriculture alone. There's an area not far from here called Monoragala, and that area basically had a huge population of elephants. And what happened was, it was very close to a national park. The government gave permission to sort of venture where they grow sugarcane. And what ultimately happened was, the elephants being partial to sugarcane, they started entering the sugarcane plantations in the night, breaking the fences, and they were feeding on the sugarcane. So ultimately what happened was, that company, the villagers who were growing sugarcane as smallholders, went up in arms against the elephants, and the whole herd of 80 elephants were ultimately killed. And some of the elephants were some of the largest elephants that possessed ivory in Sri Lanka, and sadly all of them were killed. That whole herd was wiped out due to, I would say, ignorance and mismanagement of natural resources, and also from the human aspect. If the villagers do kill the elephant, they only have a feel-good factor, thinking that there will be one less elephant to raid their crops. But whereas if the elephant is kept alive, they earn money through ecotourism ventures by showing the elephant, because you have a lot of tourists coming into, especially the Wilpattu area, to see. Mainly 90% of the tourists, they want to see the elephant and the leopard. So that component is there, and they gain a lot more money because Bear, we have been working here for the last 15 years, and from what it was then to now, we have seen the changes, and the villagers have earned a lot more, and they feel comfortable about it. But still, this whole project is in its infancy, so we have to take it further. Some of the villagers feel compassion, but some don't. So it's basically to change our mindset as a whole. So it is a keystone species that we need to protect, and not only from the sort of a biodiversity perspective, but from a national perspective, because the elephant is an iconic animal. And back in the day when we didn't have battle tanks and stuff, it was elephants that went to war when the kings used to fight in ancient times. So it is a very, very important component or spoke in the wheel or cycle of nature. We at Bear and we are very confident that, by what we do here will not only end the human-elephant conflict, it will also end the human-animal conflict, or rather curtail it to a certain extent. By providing these people with powerful torches, thunder flashes, and by patrolling the electric fence, the boundary fence on a regular basis, will actually help keep the animals within the park boundaries. So in turn, it will definitely help the animal and humans, and will sort of mitigate and curtail to a certain extent the human-animal conflict in Wilpattu National Park. At the moment, one of the major components that we have to do is conduct awareness programs to the villagers, provide them with powerful torches and thunder flashes, and also the most important thing is to get a group of individuals trained to patrol the park fence between a certain period of time when the elephants and the other animals enter. So it's basically from around 4 p.m. till about 8 p.m. and then again in the early morning hours from about 4 in the morning till about 6 in the morning. So those are the critical times that we need people to patrol, especially the park boundary, the fence which borders most of the agricultural lands and the villages. Looking at, from the government side, a lot of things have been proposed. We have given management plans and the necessary actions to be implemented, but from their side, what they say is a lack of resources and funds to do it, and to employ people to basically patrol the fences. So far in this project, how we have been financing is because we have a small eco-tourism venture. So through that we have been financing, but most of the work that we do and our research as well. But sadly, for the last 2-3 years after COVID, we basically ran into a brick wall, and now we're gradually crawling from the well we fell into, and we hope to sort of source for funding from organizations, well-wishers, and also people who want to contribute or even come and volunteer with us.